Welcome to Aptitude Destination. Please pause the video and read the question completely. Suppose you have sufficient amount of rupee currency in three denominations, rupees 1, 10 and 50. In how many different ways can you pay a bill of 107? So the sum should be 7 and we have different currencies of rupees 1, 10 and 50. So now let's start with rupee 1. If I'm using only rupees 1 and I'm not using both of these, I can pay it in one way, that is, I can spend 107 in rupees 1 itself. The next way would be if I'm trying to use only 10 rupees and trying to pay this off, I cannot do this because with 10 rupees I cannot pay 107. The highest I can go is 10 notes of 10 rupees, so that I'll get 100 here, and the remaining will be 7 rupees, so I'm paying it by 1 rupees. The next possible way is to pay it using 10 rupees, then we'll use 9 notes. If I'm using 9 notes, I'll have to pay the remaining 17 rupees with 1 rupee because I cannot use 50 yet, the remaining is only 17. Now if I use 8 notes of 10 rupees, it will be 80, so the remaining will be 27 here. Then if I use 7 notes, it will sum up to 70, then the remaining 37 rupees will be paid using 1 rupee. If I'm spending 6 notes, which is 60, the remaining 47 rupees will be paid using 1 rupee. If I'm spending 5 notes, that is 50, the remaining 57 can be paid with 1 rupee. Now that we have value of 57 left, I can also use 150 rupee note here and the same 5 10 rupee note here. So this will be 50, this is 50, add up to 100. The remaining 7 rupees I can pay using 1 rupee. Now again with 10 rupees, we'll reduce the number because we've been following this pattern. Now if I am taking 4 notes of 10 rupees, that is 40, the remaining 67, I can pay it with 1 rupee notes, or I can use 50, 150 rupee note and 4 10 rupee note, that is 40, and 150 rupee note is 50, so add up, that is 90. So the remaining 17 rupees can be paid with 1 rupee note. Now decreasing again, so 3 10 rupee notes 30, the remaining 77 rupees will be paid with 1 rupee note. And the other possibility is 3 notes of 10, 1 note of 50, so that is 50, and 30, which is 70. Now the remaining 27 can be paid with this. Sorry, 30 and 50 is 80, and the remaining 27 can be paid with 1 rupee notes. Now reducing it further, 2 notes of 10 rupees, 1 note of 50 rupees. We are getting 20 and 50. No, first we'll follow the same pattern. We are just using two notes of 10 rupees, that is 20, and the remaining 87 rupees can be paid with 1 rupee note. Now we can use 2 10 rupee notes and the remaining 150 rupee note. So this will be 50 plus 20, that is 70. So the remaining 37 can be paid with 1 rupee notes. So let's get to the last portion where we are using only 1 10 rupee note. The remaining 97 rupees can be paid with just 1 rupee, or I'm putting the column here, or I can use 1 10 rupee note and 150 rupee note, that will add up to 60, and the remaining 47 rupees can be paid with 1 rupee note. Now I'm using 0 10 rupee notes. I'll use 150 rupee note. Now the remaining 57 can be paid with 1 rupee. Now if I want to use 250 rupee notes, this will add up to 100. The remaining 7 rupee can be paid by oh, can be paid by 1 rupee. So these are the only possible values. We have exhausted everything. So if we calculate the number of values that we have entered, it'll add up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and 18. So option C is the right answer.